Morning, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be talking about the Ito Ito no Mi, or the String Fruit. Let's go! Right, the String Fruit or the Ito Ito no Mi is used by Don Quixote do Flamingo. And basically this gives him the ability to control strings or generate strings. The first ability that I want to cover is Parasite, and this is basically where he gets a string and embeds it into the person's spine. And then basically he's able to control their movements with using this string attached to their spine. This was used in multiple times, but the most notable instance is where one of the Whitebeard pirates has actually been parasited by Doflamingo, and he stops him from being attacked. Stops that Whitebeard pirate person basically from attacking him and starts making him try to attack his crewmates. This is actually quite funny, but really the Parasite move is absolutely deadly, as it was used against Bellamy and multiple other people. If Doflamingo was a bit more sadistic, he could probably control multiple people with Parasite, and that would be absolutely deadly, because pretty much if he can control anyone with this Devil Fruit move, then pretty much it's not that bad of a move, because you can get other people to do your dirty work for you while you sit back and you're completely safe. The next move that I want to talk about is Overheat, and this is a move that actually where Doflamingo shoots a really tough string that's been it's basically like a load of little strings all put together, so it's kind of like suspension bridge wire, and basically it comes directly out of his palm and basically generates a load of heat. No doubt that is why it's called Overheat, and it can be used in a whip-like effect where he can basically just whip you with this thing. And to be honest, this is like a massively thick gauged string that's basically overheating. It's gonna bloody hurt if it hurts you. He used this against Luffy in the Dressrosa arc, and it was used in great effect when actually watching this in the anime. The next move that I want to talk about is Bullish Stirring quickly, and that is where Doflamingo actually uses his index finger to fire basically a string at someone, where he can just shoot people with his strings. He does not need bullets, he can just shoot you with his index finger. That is a pretty good usage of his Devil Fruit, because now he actually has a lot of long range attacks. Not that he doesn't have that many anyway, but that's not the point. Doflamingo with this Devil Fruit is shaping up to be a really dangerous character, and no doubt he is a dangerous character. He does have another move which is called the Shadow Knight String, and basically this creates a clone of his character, of him basically, and he can use this as a decoy in order to actually keep people busy, such as when he kept Luffy busy while he was just running around Dressrosa. This could be used in great effect in fights, as you could basically do kind of like a mirror image, and they don't know who they're actually fighting in that case. So you could be fighting two people at the same time, and pretty much a 2-on-1 with this type of Devil Fruit is absolutely dangerous as hell. Imagine if you were using that and then you were using Overheat at the same time. That's absolutely ridiculously powerful. His next move is basically Fret Saw, and basically this move pretty much this move gives him the ability to create a string from his heel to his other leg, and he uses this to actually just chop people's limbs off. This is like it's the most simplest way of explaining it, but to be honest, that is exactly what he uses it for, just to decapitate people and disembowel them. In all honesty, just chopping limbs off. I guess that's what Doflamingo likes to do in his free time, as well as sipping margaritas. Now he has another move which is part of his awakening, and that is called Flap Thread. And that is called Flap Thread. I actually can't pronounce that. Damn. I don't know what's going on there. But basically he creates a load of strings, and he uses these as wings to basically just cut someone up. Now, I'm seeing a similarity with pretty much all of his moves, and that is mainly just cutting people up. And why wouldn't you? Because you have the string fruit, you can create multiple different strings, and You can basically make ones that combust, you can make ones that can slice, so all of that. So that being said, let's actually talk a little bit more about some of the other utilities that he can do. Doflamingo has another move which he can actually attach himself to clouds and use that to actually pretty much fly, even though his Devil Fruit actually doesn't give him wings or be able to fly. I'm pretty certain he could actually create, it's kind of like a Robin scenario where he could actually create wings with strings and then fly. That would be actually quite useful. But other than that, he just attaches himself to a cloud and just flies on the clouds. So in the middle of the ocean, as long as there's clouds, he can get across the ocean without falling in the sea and drowning. Another move that he does actually use is called the bird cage, and we all know what the bird cage is. He creates a load of strings, or many multiples of strings, all around in a spherical shape, and this slowly comes in towards the center of where Doflamingo is. This basically destroys anything that the birdcage goes past until it gets to the centre of where Doflamingo actually is. Another utility on which Doflamingo uses his Devil Fruit is when Trafalgar Law uses one of his most overpowered moves and actually completely cuts up Doflamingo's internal organs. Now you would think that this is more of a one-shot KO, but really Doflamingo has the ability to actually stitch his entire body back together using his String Strength Fruit, and then he is back to normal. This gives him the ability to actually take on quite considerably more tough opponents where they can actually do some physical damage, but Doflamingo can actually just stitch himself back together with that. Now all in all, Don Quixote Doflamingo, with his Devil Fruit and Conqueror's Haki, or King's Haki, basically gives him an immense amount of power when exercising his Devil Fruit, and this makes him an absolutely most dangerous foe, as seen in the Dressrosa arc. Personally, I love Don Quixote Doflamingo, but personally I do think that this Devil Fruit should be showcased a bit more. I know we saw too much of it, but I want to see more of this Devil Fruit. It's such a good Devil Fruit on the way it's utilised in the anime and the manga. So that being the case, guys, that is Don Quixote Doflamingo's Devil Fruit, the Ito no Mi, or the String Fruit. So that's the video for today, guys. Have a lovely rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video tomorrow.
No, I can't be responsible. It ain't my fault.